discover. We are Washington.
Good morning. Feeling the heat. Two-thirds of the country dealing with the hottest weather of the year. Record temperatures likely today from New York to Kansas City. While out west, the race is on to save several towns threatened by that massive wildfire raging in Arizona. Will he step down? Calls for Anthony Weiner's immediate resignation intensify on Capitol Hill as startling new details emerge about his secret life online. And 5 fantastic years, she's delivered the news, brought us stories that touched us and made us laugh. Sometimes at her, sometimes at ourselves.
Can I just share one funny story with you?
No, sorry. What a ride it's been. Join us for a fond farewell to Meridith today, Wednesday, June 8th, 2011.
From NBC News, this is Today with Matt Lauer and Meridith Vierra, live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
Deep breath, count to 10, and welcome to Today on a very bittersweet Wednesday morning. I'm Matt Lauer.
And I'm Meridith Vierra, and it looks like I'm leaving based on that open.
I lost the bet. I said you were going to call in sick today.
Oh, it's tough. It's a hard one.
Yeah, mixed emotions?
Very mixed emotions. I'm looking at everybody right here and wishing no, I know it's right, but it's hard. Especially this guy right here.
We're going to pay tribute to Meridith throughout the morning, and we have a number of surprises as well. You won't want to miss it. We've got a lot of other news to cover, though, as well. Talk about this brutal heat.
Yeah.
It's right expected in most of the country today, from the Midwest all the way up into New England. Al's going to have details on that coming up straight ahead.
Also, stunning developments at the Casey Anthony murder trial. An expert testifying for the prosecution raised serious doubts about what could be a vital piece of evidence. And the latest from court, and that's coming up as well.
Also, a segment we always have fun with. We'll take a look at the best commercials from the past year.
But we're going to begin with that extreme heat gripping a big section of the country. Al Roker is upstairs with details. Al, good morning to you.
Well, good morning, Meredith. And I'll tell you, it is just brutal, this heat. Look at these records. 97 in Milwaukee, 103 in Minneapolis. They haven't been this hot since 1988. Sioux City, 99, 96 in St. Louis. And today, not much better. We're looking at temperatures that will be well over 90 degrees. Washington, D.C. getting up to 98, 94 in Albany. Montpelier, Vermont, 93. Chicago, 95. Factor in the heat, the humidity, and it's going to be over 100 everywhere else. And Thursday, it moves to the east. Philadelphia, 100 degrees. We've got heat advisories, excessive heat warnings from the Carolinas all the way to New England, 95 in Boston. But there is some good news in sight. High pressure right now. This is what's been really firing this up. Big upper level high, a deep trough out west where it's been cooler. But as we move on into the weekend, things get better. Sunday, a developing trough in the northeast. This high shrinks down. That will break the back of the heat, and we will see more normal conditions as we get into the weekend. Matt?
All right, Al, thank you very much. We'll get your forecast in just a couple of minutes. We move down now to Arizona, where firefighters are desperate to control what's now become the second largest wildfire in that state's history. NBC's George Lewis is in Springerville, Arizona, with the latest on that. Hi, George. Good morning.
Good morning, Matt. Behind me is one of the huge sky crane helicopters used to drop water on the fire. Overnight on the ground, crews worked to create a barrier to protect the town of Eager, Arizona. The southern half of Eager now under an evacuation order.
As the fire continued to spread, driven by high winds, people in its path headed to safe ground. The south half of the town of Eager, Arizona, the latest place to come under an evacuation order.
We gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
The Carrillos are lifelong residents of Eager.
Oh,
Yep, we just built this house 2 years ago.
we just had the house built.
They quickly rounded up their children, their dogs and cats, and left. Others were wrangling larger animals. David Boyd, a rodeo clown, uses these bulls in his performance. He and his wife were headed north to a friend's place.
We got friends over in St. John's. We're going to take the bulls over there and try to stay safe.
All the while praying that somehow their property will be spared. Overhead, the huge pall of smoke almost blotted out the sun. Bad air advisories are up in neighboring New Mexico and Colorado. Meanwhile, firefighters are busy setting backfires to try to protect homes and businesses in Eager. Norman Honey was shutting down the Bar 26 Ranch owned by the Hopi tribe. This place, at one time the property of the late actor John Wayne, is considered a local historical landmark.
This is the John Wayne room.